Scout, Cub Scouts, and also some Girl Scout programs here that have been very meaningful to our community. And I think we're just seen as a very significant part of this community and all the good things here.
Thank you. These are powerful witnesses to who this church is.
When I was in downtown Rotary, we used to have a feature that we would do at certain meetings, and it was called How I Got to Where I'm At. And it was members of the club talking about how they came to be in Morganton, and very interesting stories came out of that. We learned a lot of things, and the same thing going around this table. And I won't recount every single one, but one of us came because there was a choir program here, music ministry, that meant a lot. One because her husband was here. Ellen said, I didn't know this, Ellen said she came here because she found a chat room that the church operated on its website. Way back, apparently. One was married to a chaplain, and the chaplain and some of his colleagues were members here that attracted her here. For us coming out of First Baptist Savannah, the minister of music there was the college roommate of Bill Rotan. And so Bill gave us some references, if you will, about the church. James Richardson, who's still associated with the church. One came because the pastor and his wife visited her when she was in the hospital after having a baby, and another one left, if you can imagine this, because there was a confrontation, a controversy in the church that they were attending. Imagine Baptists not getting along on something.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe, I know. As to why we're here, why this church is here, as one of our members here said so well, that we are the hands and feet of Christ in the community. The rejoinder to that was this, that we, and this is a process of introspection, if I'm correct, Pastor Search usually is, the opinion was expressed that we have a lot to do before we can claim that we are truly the hands and feet of Christ. And that's a self-examination process. Maybe it's based, as one other person said, on how we actually treat other people, those that are called the others. And that's an increasing movement in our country right now.
Thank you. Powerful admonition.
Okay, our table came here through many ways. One person came because this is where his parents brought him and said, this is it. Several married into the church by married members already. Chuck and I came because we fell in love with Bob Shepherd. We visited as a new family in town, sat up front because nobody else was sitting up front because, you know, Baptist. And I saw Bob's chin quiver when he got emotional during a service. I'm like, any pastor who can be brave enough to show that he's feeling emotion, that's my pastor, I'm staying here. And we took a little bit different tack on why the church is still here. We believe we're still here because of the faithful people whose service to Christ means something to them. And it's important to be gathered together as a church body. And because it's important that we be here as a church to support each other mentally, emotionally, and physically through everything life's throwing at us, whether it's good or bad. Several of us at this table have had various different, I'm going to say, tragedies happen to us in our lifetime, and our church family has been here and helped us through them. So that's why we think we're here.
Powerful. Thank you.
So why are we here? One common theme in our group is this group of people were looking for a church, and they were actively going and looking and visiting multiple places. Some came because they stayed here because they felt connected. They maybe didn't feel connected at other places. And so I think it was sort of an active process. One said that they were invited by a coworker, so which is always important to have an invitation. children's programs. People were looking for a church with a solid children's program. Why is the church still here? Our first way we went with that was based on your statement that your home church doesn't exist anymore. I think I heard